How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the Moving Platform. Mike here at my house. It is a very sunny Sunday afternoon here in Central Florida, and I wanted to do this video because it's going to be kind of an informational video, kind of about where things are going to be going on the YouTube channel for the next 6 weeks. And that is because today is Sunday and Wednesday is Valentine's Day, but it is also Ash Wednesday, which is the first day of the Lenten season, or Lent, as people refer to it. And I thought about this a few months ago, and I thought about, like, I've always kind of halfway participated in Lent because I never really understood what Lent was all about, what it really meant. So for the past couple of weeks, I've really done a lot of reading, a lot of talking to people, and a lot of research, and I've done my homework about what Lent really is. And you guys are going to think I'm crazy when I say this, but this year for Lent, I'm actually giving up my annual passes. I know you guys are thinking I'm crazy because, well, first off, if you follow me on any social media, or if you're a subscriber or viewer of this channel, you're probably asking yourself, don't you go to the theme parks, like, all the time? A lot of people would say I actually go too much. And that's okay. I get it. I understand. I mean, everybody's got their thing. Everybody's got their hobby. Mine is theme parks. They make me happy and they're fun. So, you know, it doesn't upset me. It doesn't offend me if you think I go too much, or even if you've looked me dead in the eyes and told me that you think I go too much. It really doesn't hurt my feelings. So I know what a lot of you guys are thinking about watching this channel. Your first question is probably, well, what are you going to do on your YouTube channel? Don't you pretty much focus on the theme parks? Yeah, I do. But that's okay. I have a lot of things planned that I really want to do, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. The first thing what I really want to talk about is what Lent really is, and why I am giving up essentially my life for the next 6 weeks, next 46 days, which right there is the first thing. A lot of people think that Lent is a 40-day period. It's actually 46 days. It's 46 days between Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. And what it represents is, or what it is about, is you see it a lot of times in Catholicism. It's almost a requirement, actually, with Catholics. And you'll see it a lot in other branches of Christianity, like Methodist, Baptist. Episcopalians are very big into Lent. But non-denominational, like the church I attend and actually work for, we don't require Lent, but it is something that we do. And what it is it is a time of sacrifice where you enter into a period of almost like fasting, where you give up something important to you, or something that possibly could be getting in the way of your religious growth or within your walk with God, which is why I'm actually giving up my annual passes for the next 6 weeks, because a lot of people think that I moved to Orlando last February for one reason, and that was so that I could be close to Disney and close to Universal, and so that I could pretty much go to Orlando or go to Disney and go to Universal all the time, and that's fine. But it really wasn't. I moved down here because there was an opportunity to begin working as a worship leader for the church that I attend, Hope International Church in Groveland. Shout out to anybody who sees this. And I essentially moved down here to take that opportunity with no promise of anything. Essentially, I took a giant leap of faith. And essentially, like I said, a giant leap of faith, and moved down here with no real plan. except that I was going to attend Hope, and I was going to start working as a worship leader there in any capacity that I could. And now I do the worship for our Wednesday night youth RYP, and I love it. It is absolutely one of my favorite nights of the week. It brings me so much joy to bring my musical talents to the youth and help them enter into a time and period of praise and worship. However, even I will admit this, there have been times where I feel that I could have committed more and I could have devoted myself more to my craft of being a worship leader, to God, to the youth, to the church. There are times that I've even, and I'll admit this, I skipped church so that I could go to the theme parks. Epcot 35 was one of them. I could have gone to church that morning, but I didn't. I went to Epcot. I made my choice, and I could feel myself really distancing from God. Nothing like what I had in the past. So that's why for Lent this year, I'm going to give up my annual passes to give myself a period of time to course correct and to bring myself back to God. I know this is kind of cliche to do. Bring myself back and bring myself closer into my walk with God, and to possibly get plugged into some areas at Hope that I really want to get more involved in, like our outreach ministry, our prison ministry. I'm even going to be able to start doing some of the speaking at our youth, our RYP youth on Wednesdays, which I'm super excited about, terrified about, but I'm also very excited about that because that's a new element. That is something that is out of my comfort zone, and I want to use this time to prepare my mentality, to prepare my body, prepare myself to enter into a time where I can allow myself to 100% be drawn closer to God and to what I do. So that's why I'm doing it. Now, I will admit, actually, this will be a good point. Like I said, Lent is actually 46 days. It's not 40, and it represents the 40 days that Christ spent in the desert and through his sacrifice during that time. That is what Lent is actually meant to represent. But it is a 46-day period, and that is because on Sundays you're actually allowed to partake in your Lenten sacrifice. So whether it be whatever you gave up, whether it's you gave up Starbucks, or you gave up like donuts or pizza or whatever it is that you gave up, a lot of people give up something food-wise because they look at Lent as a way of breaking an addiction, breaking a habit of like maybe eating poorly or something like that. So a lot of times people do look at it that way, and I think that you're entering into Lent the wrong way. I don't want to say you're doing Lent the wrong way, but you're entering into it. There we go. Sorry. You're entering it the wrong way. You're going into it with the wrong mentality. And I'm not going to get preachy here. So that's why I wanted to make sure that my mentality was right before we really began. That I knew why I was going into it, why I'm doing this sacrifice, and that's why it was important to me. Now, like I said, you do get those, like, I think it's like six Sundays where you can partake in your Lenten sacrifice. Now, does that mean I'm going to spend every Sunday in a theme park? No, it doesn't. What it means is I'm actually going to take those 6 days and spread them out over 3 different occurrences that I had planned already. I wanted to tell you guys this because I don't want you guys to see in a couple of weeks when I'm in Disney and you're like, wait, didn't you give up your pass for Lent? Yes, I did. But I am going to my mom and my stepdad, and a few of her friends are all coming down for her diamond birthday. I'll let you guys Google what the diamond birthday is rather than give up my mom's age. She's 60. But she's coming down, and we're doing the Magic Kingdom Disney After Hours event, which is going to be super exciting. It's a limited event. They only sell like 3,000 tickets, so I'm super psyched to go to that. So I'm going to be going to that strictly that, but that's for her birthday. So we're doing that. And then there's 2 different occasions where I have friends who are coming into town. So I'm going to take the other 5 days and spread that among those 3 occurrences. So I will still get my 6 breaks, I guess. But it's going, if you look at how much I go usually at least one day out of the weekend. Sometimes it's twice, depending. Like I was in Universal yesterday. So that we don't have to count that because Lent doesn't start till Wednesday. I'm actually going back to Universal this week to do finish up their Mardi Gras filming. So there's a video for that coming soon. So I will get my 6 occurrences, but I'm not going to go over that 6. And if you look at the amount of time that I spend in the theme parks, like I said, I usually go 1 to 2 times a week. Some nights are weeknights. Like if it's an early day at work, I might pop into Universal for a few hours. That counts. Or if I'm in Disney on a Saturday or Disney on a Sunday after church, that counts. So I'm taking those 6 allowances and spreading them out over 3 different occurrences, so that during the 46-day period, the only times I will go in will be 6 times during that. So I won't go over the 6 allowances that I'm allowed to have. But talking about things that we do have planned, I've been rambling on for 11 minutes now, and so I want to wrap this up. So I apologize that I'm kind of rambly, because this is off script. I'm just kind of talking. I'm being real with you guys, and I'm just kind of putting it out there. Some stuff that we have planned. One of the biggest things that people have requested that I do on this channel since the day I launched, people have been wanting me to go to the Holy Land experience. So I'm going to do that during Lent, and during their Easter celebration. I am going to take a chance to go to the Holy Land experience and really allow myself to, no pun intended, actually fully intended, experience everything they have there. I don't really know much about the park. I've never been to it. I've never been inside of it. I have a friend who till recently worked there. So I don't really know anything about it. So it's going to be an interesting day. And I'm going to be and I will do a video for you guys about that day. But I can tell you now, if you think we're going to go into Holy Land experience and make fun of it, obviously you haven't listened to the first 12 minutes of this video. So, because I'm going to be very serious about it, and really allow the park to do what it's intended to do, which is to give you a religious experience within the park. So I'm going to allow that. I'm also looking into starting a monthly series called Groupon Tourist, where I'm going to go on Groupon here in Orlando once a month and pick something kind of super touristy, like the Titanic Museum, or maybe like one of the murder mystery dinner shows, or something that I think a lot of people would never do on their own money, but that I can get a super good deal on. We might go to like medieval times or something like that. So we're going to be doing something like that. We also have a video for the Disney After Hours coming. So there's a lot that's going to be coming video and content wise. So the channel is not going to suffer through this time of Lent. Heck, there may be even videos or maybe blog posts about Lent and how Lent is going for me. We're also going to be talking about the fact that I'm still doing the keto diet. I'm down about 15 pounds. We're going to weigh in again tomorrow. I had kind of a rough week, so I'm not expecting a good weigh-in tomorrow. So, but we're going to get weighed in tomorrow. So we've got that going. So the channel will see content. The channel will see activity. There will be stuff coming. I'm still going to be here. I'm not going away. I'm not vanishing until Easter. I will still be here. So I just wanted to do a quick, which this has been way longer than I hoped, a quick video to tell you guys, what Lent is, what I'm doing for Lent, and why. So it's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be an interesting time. This will be the longest I've ever gone without having Disney pretty much readily available to me. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting. But I think it's going to be a really good time of personal growth, a really good time of spiritual growth, and a really good time of me sacrificing something that I think a lot of people think is the most important thing in my life, to allow myself to reprioritize and to recenter my purpose for being here, the purpose that brought me here, and really letting me reprioritize. That's really what my Lenten sacrifice is going to be about. But hey, thank you guys for watching this. If you watched all the way, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. If you have not become a member of our Facebook group, go on Facebook and look into the moving platform. It is a group. It is a private group, so you will have to ask for permission to join, but that's okay. But I just started the blog. Right now it's got a wonky WordPress address, but I am working on getting its own domain, so that is coming. If you want links to the blog, you can find those on the Facebook group, or if we're friends personally on Facebook, you can find them shared there through my own personal Facebook profile. So you can find stuff there, but I encourage you really, if you want to keep up completely, to join the Facebook group, Moving Platform Facebook group on, like I said, on Facebook. Join that group. We have a really good discussion, a lot of good information, and like I said, that's where you get all the blog posts, new video updates, and things like that. Make sure you, like I said, like, subscribe, share, comment below if you'd like. Tell me what you're giving up for Lent, or if you're giving up. If you have any questions about Lent, if you want to know more about it, feel free to ask, and I will either help you or I will get you information that I can and get you the answers that you need. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and as always, watch your step.